Hello friends, in this video I'm going to discuss the method to solve linear congruence of the form Ax is congruent to B modulo n where n is not prime, where n is not a prime, but we can write n as a product of pairwise relatively prime integers. Pairwise relatively prime integers. Also we have GCD of a and n is equal to 1 and GCD of ni and j is equal to 1 for I not equal to j. That means ni and nj are relatively prime for I not equal to j. Then in that case we are going to solve this linear congruence. We are going to discuss a method to solve this type of linear congruence. Then this linear congruence is equivalent to finding a solution for the system of congruences Ax is congruent to B modulo n1, Ax is congruent to B modulo n2 up to Ax is congruent to B modulo nr. Means if we want to solve the linear congruence of this form where n is not a prime but n can be written as product of relatively prime integers, then this congruence is same as system of linear congruences. Okay, then it is now we will solve this system of congruences in order to find the solution of this linear congruence. Okay, now let us understand this with the help of examples. First is solve the congruence 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 108. Okay, now 108 can be written as 4 into 27. Now 108 is not a prime number, but 108 can be written as 4 into 27 where GCD of 4 and 27 is 1, means they are relatively prime integers. Now this n is written as product of two relatively prime integers. Okay, therefore this is equivalent to or given linear congruence is is equivalent to finding the solution equivalent to finding the solution finding a solution for the system of congruences for the system of congruences 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 4 and 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Mark this as 1 and this as 2. Means here this 108 n is here n1 into n2 where n1 is 4, n2 is 27. We have n is 108 which is not a prime number but GCD of 89 and 108 is 1. Now we are writing 108 108 as product of two relatively prime integers 4 into 27. Now this given linear congruence is same as system of congruences 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 4 and 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Solution of this can be obtained by solving this system of congruences. Clear? Now we are going to solve this linear congruences. Clear? Now we consider the first congruence. Consider first congruence. Consider 1. First we will solve 1. 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 4. Now this 89 and 25 are both more than 4. Now divide 89 by 4 and write remainder here. When 89 is divided by 4, remainder will be, now 4 into 22 is 88, therefore remainder will be x here. Same way 4 6 are 24, remainder will be 1 here, modulo 4. Clear? This can be written as like this. Okay. Now from this we get 4 divides x minus 1. Clear by definition? This implies x minus 1 is equal to 4 into t for some integer. For some integer t, we can write like this. This implies x is equal to 4t plus 1. I can write like this where t is an integer. Clear? Okay. Now we consider the congruence 2. Now consider 2. 89x is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Now this number is less than 27. No problem here. But 89 is more than 27. Now dividing by 27. We divide 89 by 27. Then write remainder here. Okay. 27 into 3 is 81. Therefore remainder will be 8 here. 8x is congruent to 25 modulo 27 here. Clear? Now write substituting the value of x from here to here. Substituting value of x. Okay, substituting value of x, we get 8 into, this is 4t plus 1 is congruent to 25 modulo 27. I can write like this since we want a simultaneous solution. We want to solve system of congruences. Okay, now simplifying this, we have here, again I am writing this congruence. We have 8 into 4t plus 1 is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Okay, now this is 32t plus 8 is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Clear? Now using properties of linear congruences, we have 32t is congruent to 25 minus 8. Subtracting 8 from both sides. Okay, 32t is congruent to 25 minus 8, that is 17 modulo 27. Clear? Now again this 32 is more than 27. Now dividing 32 by 27 and writing remainder here, we have 5t is congruent to 17 modulo 27. Clear? Now we will solve this linear congruence. Okay, now here this is A. If we compare this congruence with AX is congruent to B modulo N. Okay, GCD of A and N, that is 5 and 27 is 1. Therefore, this has a solution. Okay, now GCD of 5 and 27 is 1. Okay, therefore, by Euclid's algorithm, there exist integers r and s such that 5r plus 27s is equal to 1. By Euclid's algorithm, we have the integers r and s such that this can be written as like this. Clear? Now we will find this r and s. First we divide 27 by 5. Here we have 25 here, then 2, then divide 5, 4, then 2, 2, and remainder is 0. Now 27 is written as, 5 into 5 plus 2. Again we write this 5 as 2 into 2 plus 1. Then this 2 is written as 1 into 2 plus 0. We start from second last equation. Okay. Now 1 is equal to 5 minus 2 into 2. Now substituting value of 2 from here, from first equation we have 27 minus 5 into 2, that is 5 minus or 5 plus 27 into minus 2 plus 5 into minus 10 or plus 10. Okay, now this is equal to 5 into 11 plus 27 into minus 2. Okay, that is 5 into 11 plus 27 into minus 2 is equal to 1. See here, we want to solve this congruence. 5t is congruent to 17 modulo 27. So we want to write our equation in this form. That means here we can write 5 into 11 is equal to 1 plus 27 into 2. Okay, plus sign here. That is, this can be written as 5 into 11 is congruent to 1 modulo 27. We can write like this. Okay, we want to solve this congruence. 5t is congruent to 17 modulo 27, and here we have 5 into 11 is congruent to 1 into modulo 27. Clear? So we will multiply by 11 both sides in order to have the form like this. Clear? Now multiply. If I again write this congruence, we have this 5 into 11 is congruent to 1 modulo 27. Now multiplying by 17 both sides, we have 5 into 11 into 17 is congruent to 17 modulo 27. Okay, clear? Now comparing with 5t is congruent to 5t is congruent to 17 modulo 27. We have the solution t is congruent to 11 into 17 modulo 27 is one of the solution. Okay, now on solving this, this number is more than 27. That means on dividing this number by 27, this can be written as t is congruent to 25 modulo 27. Okay, dividing this number by 27 and writing the remainder here. Then this is the solution here. Okay, now this will imply 27 divides t minus 25. T minus 25. Okay, clear? Means here, again if we see here that 5 into 11 is congruent to 1 modulo 27, and we want to solve the congruence. 5t is congruent to 17 modulo 27. So we will multiply by 17 both sides. Therefore from here we can write this using the properties of linear congruences. Clear? Now we have this. Using the properties of congruences, I can multiply by k both sides. Now 5 into 11 into 17 is congruent to 17 modulo 27. Now from these two congruences, we can write t is congruent to 11 into 17 modulo 27 is one of the solution. Now this number is clearly more than 27. Now dividing this number by 27 and writing the remainder here, we have this congruence. Now this by definition implies 27 divides t minus 25. Clear? Therefore, t minus 25 is equal to 27 into z for some integers z here. That is, t is equal to 27z plus 25. Clear? I can write like this now. Therefore, x was 4t plus 1. Now substituting value of t in x, 4 into 27z plus 25 plus 1, that is 27 into 4, that is 108, plus this is 100 plus 1, that is 101. Or we can write like this, x is congruent to 101 modulo 108. Okay, I can write like this. Therefore, this is the solution of given linear congruence. This is the solution of given linear congruence. This is how we have to solve the given linear congruence. Clear? Now let us consider one more example. Second, solve the linear congruence. Solve the linear congruence. Solve the linear congruence. Solve the linear congruence. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. By solving the system, by solving the system, 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 2. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 3. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 5. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 7. Okay, this is a question. We want to solve the linear congruence. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 2 into 3 into 5 into 7 by solving this system. Okay, this is n1 into n2 into n3 and into n4. Now we will find the solution of this by solving the system of linear congruences. Here ax is congruent to b modulo n1, ax is congruent to b modulo n2, ax is congruent to b modulo n3 and ax is congruent to b modulo n4. Okay, in order to find the solution of this, we will find the solution of this system of linear congruences. Clear? Now we will find the solution. Mark this as 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Clear? Now consider first. We will now consider the first congruence. Okay, this is our first. 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 2. Clearly 17 and 3 are more than 2. Now we will divide the 17 by 2. 2 8 is 16. That means remainder will be 1 here. Same way here, remainder is 1 on dividing 3 by 2. We can write like this. Okay. This will give us 2 divides x minus 1. This will imply x minus 1 is equal to 2 into t for some integer t. That is x is equal to 2t plus 1. T belonging to z. T is an integer. Now consider second congruence. Consider 2. Second congruence. Now 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 3. Okay. Now dividing 17 by 3, remainder is 2, and on dividing 3 by 3, remainder is 0. Therefore, this is written as this. Now substituting value of x from here in this. Substituting value of x. We have 2 into 2t plus 1 is congruent to, here congruent sign, 0 modulo 3. That is 4t plus 2 is congruent to 0 modulo 3. Okay, on subtracting 2 from both sides, we have 4t is congruent to minus 2 here, modulo 3. I can write like this. 4t is congruent to minus 2 modulo 3. Okay. Now we have 4t is congruent to minus 2 modulo 3. Also we know minus 2 is congruent to 1 modulo 3 since 3 divides minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. Therefore, I can write like this. 40 is congruent to 1 modulo 3. I can write like this. Now on dividing 4 by 3 and writing the remainder here, we have t is congruent to 1 modulo 3. And this will give us 3 divides t minus 1. That is, by definition, t minus 1 is equal to 3 into u for some u belonging to z. For some integer u. That is, t is equal to 3u plus 1. Okay. Therefore, substituting value of t in x. X was 2t plus 1. Now I'm substituting value of t here. 3u plus 1 plus 1. That is 6u. And this is 2 plus 1. That is 3. Therefore, x is equal to 6u plus 3 where u is an integer. Now we will substitute value of x in congruence 3. Okay. Now we consider the third congruence. Consider 3. Now we have 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 5. Now on dividing 17 by 5, we have remainder is 2 here. 5 3s are 15 and 2x is congruent to 3 modulo 5. Now substituting value of x from here in here, this substituting value of x. We have 2 into 6u plus 3 is congruent to 3 modulo 5. Okay, now this is same as 12u plus 6 is congruent to 3 modulo 5. Now subtracting subtracting 6 from both sides. 12u is congruent to, here we have minus 3 modulo 5. Also we know minus 3 is congruent to 2 modulo 5, since 5 divides minus 3 minus 2, that is minus 5. So we have 12u is congruent to 2 modulo 5. Clear? Now again this 12 is more than 5. Okay, now dividing 12 by 5 and writing the remainder here. This is 2u is congruent to 2 modulo 5. I can write like this. Clear? Now we have 2u is congruent to 2 modulo 5. Okay, 2 common here. Okay, but we cannot directly cancel out 2 here. We have a condition. Okay, condition is that this 2 and this 5, GCD is 1 here. 2 and 5, their GCD is 1, that is 2 and 5 are relatively prime. Therefore, now we can cancel out 2 from both sides and write u is congruent to 1 modulo 5. Since we have a result AC is congruent to BC modulo n, can be written as A is congruent to B modulo n if GCD of C and N is 1. Okay, now 2 is here. This is 2 into 1, 2 into 1. Now we can write 2. From here we can reach here if GCD of 2 and 5 is 1, which is surely 1, which is clearly 1. Therefore, u is congruent to 1 modulo 5 here. Clear? Now from here we have 5 divides u minus 1. By definition, therefore this implies u minus 1 is equal to 5 into v. For some integer v, I can write like this. This implies u is equal to 5v plus 1. Clear? Now, substituting value of this u in x, we have x was 6u plus 3. Now, substituting value of u from here, we have 6 into 5v plus 1 plus 3. That means 6, 5, 30 here. 6 plus 3, that is 9 here. Okay, where v is an integer. Now we will substitute this value of x in our next and last congruence 4. Okay, now we consider the fourth congruence. Consider 4. We have 17x is congruent to 3 modulo 7. Okay, now dividing this 17 by 7. 7 2s are 14, remainder will be 3. Okay, again since GCD of 3 and 7 is 1, we can cancel out 3 from both sides. We have x is congruent to 1 modulo 7. Okay, now substituting value of x here. Substituting value of x. We have 30v plus 9 is congruent to 1 modulo 7. Now subtracting 9 from both sides, we have 30v is congruent to 1 minus 9, that is minus 8 modulo 7. Clear? Also, since we want the answer free from negative sign here, now minus 8 can be written as minus 8 is congruent to 6 modulo 7. Since 7 divides minus 8 minus 6, that is minus 14. Therefore, we have 30V is congruent to 6 modulo 7. We have this congruence. 30V is congruent to 6 modulo 7. Clear? Now, we will again write this congruence here. We have this 30V is congruent to 6 modulo 7. Clear? We have this congruence. Now, 30V is congruent to this. Clear? Now, on dividing 30 by 7, remainder will be 2. Therefore, 2V is congruent to 6 modulo 7. I can write like this. Clear? Now, this is 2 into 1 into V is congruent to 2 into 3 modulo 7. Like A into C, ACX is congruent to, this is, if we say this is C into A, X is congruent to C into B modulo N, sorry. This is of this form, CAX is congruent to CB modulo N. Now, if GCD of C and N is 1, then we can cancel out C. Okay, this was the result we have already done. Now, GCD of 2 and 7 is 1. Therefore, we can cancel out 2 from both sides. Therefore, we have V is congruent to 3 modulo 7. Clear? We can write like this. V is congruent to 3 modulo 7. And by definition, this implies 7 divides V minus 3. That means V minus 3 is equal to 7 into Z for some integer Z. That is, V is equal to 7Z plus 3. Okay. Therefore, now we will substitute value of V in X. X was 30V plus 9. That is 30 into 7Z plus 3 plus 9. This is 210Z plus this is 90 plus 9. That is 99. Clear? Now X is this, or we can write X as X is congruent to 99 modulo 210. Okay, we can write like this. Now this is the solution of given linear congruence. Okay, this is how we have to find the solution of given linear congruence. Clear? Now that's it for this video. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please write to me in comment box. Thank you.